class. So today there will be no test because we will continue our syllabus. Okay. And today we are going to discuss chapter 2, that is kingdom classification. Okay. And today we have to discuss second kingdom of five kingdom classification system. Okay. Today we will discuss second kingdom of five kingdom classification system. Okay, so you know that five kingdom classification system, it was proposed by Robert Whittaker. Okay, Robert Whittaker is the name of scientist. So second kingdom is kingdom Protista. Yesterday in the revision we have discussed kingdom Monera, and earlier also we have gone through kingdom Monera. So today we are going to discuss the second kingdom, that is kingdom Protista. Okay. So here on the board you can see these are the characteristics of kingdom Protista. Okay. So beta, these are the characteristics of the kingdom Protista, or the characteristics of the organisms which belong to kingdom Protista. Okay. So basically kingdom Protista, it consists of unicellular eukaryotes. Okay, unicellular eukaryotes means these are single celled and they have true nucleus, or they have well defined nucleus. Okay. So all the members or all the organisms which will be present in this kingdom, they will be unicellular and they will be eukaryotes. Okay, unicellular again made up of one cell, and eukaryotes means they have well defined nucleus. Okay. Second character is membrane bound cell organelles present. Okay, in the cytoplasm, you know that different cell organelles are present, and these cell organelles, they have a surrounding, or they have a covering which is known as membrane. So the cell organelles which are present in this cell, they are surrounded by a membrane. Okay. Third is nucleus is well defined. Okay, it means that nucleus is having a proper nuclear envelope or nuclear membrane. ओके, न्यूक्लियस के चारों तरफ क्या है, एक न्यूक्लियर मेम्ब्रेन है या फिर एक न्यूक्लियर एनवलप है जो उसको क्या करता है, साइटोप्लाज्म से अलग करता है. ओके, सो दिस इज नोन एज दैट न्यूक्लियस इज वेल डिफाइंड. ओके, नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज some of the protists, they have cell wall. Okay, cell wall, you know that every cell they have plasma membrane or cell membrane, but in plant cell, in addition to this plasma membrane or cell membrane, a wall is there which is known as cell wall. Okay, so some of the protists, they may have cell wall. Okay, and this cell wall is made up of a substance which is known as cellulose. Okay, so cellulose is the chemical substance, okay, which the cell wall is made. Okay, so some of the protists, they have the cell wall, and it is made up of a chemical substance which is known as cellulose. Clear? Then next, again, mode of nutrition. Mode of nutrition means the method or the way by which these organisms obtain their nutrition. अपना खाना किस तरह से खाते हैं, ठीक है. So some of them are autotrophic, means they are able to perform the process of photosynthesis. Okay, and that's why they are able to make their own food. Second is some of them may be heterotrophic, means they depend on other organisms for their food. Okay, and some can be both autotrophic as well as heterotrophic. Now you should be very clear with these terms: autotrophic, heterotrophic, unicellular, prokaryotes, okay, eukaryotes, and then name of scientist. Okay, now see, here I have written some examples. First is diatoms. So this diatom is actually organism. Okay, this diatom is organism and it is autotrophic, means with the help of photosynthesis they prepare their own food. Second is ant amoeba. So this ant amoeba, its mode of nutrition is absorptive. Okay, means it absorbs its food in the form of liquid. ठीक है, जो भी लिक्विड फॉर्म में फूड होगा उसको क्या करता है, ये एब्जॉर्ब करता है. इट इज एब्जॉर्प्टिव फॉर्म. ओके. थर्ड इज अमीबा एंड पाइसेरम. So amoeba and Physarum, again these are the organisms, okay, and they have holozoic nutrition. Page number 36. So amoeba and Physarum, they have holozoic mode of nutrition. Okay, means they first ingest their food. Okay, like human beings, we ingest our food. We take the food in the mouth, and after chewing the food properly, we what we do? We swallow it. Okay, so we are also holozoic. We first ingest our food. So these diatoms and amoeba and Physarum, these are the organisms. Okay, and this is the mode by which they obtain their nutrition. Clear? Okay, students. See this Euglena. This is the organism, unicellular organism, and it is photosynthetic. But sometime what happens during daytime, with the help of photosynthesis, this Euglena it prepares its food. Okay, and at night it does not perform photosynthesis. It obtains its food by a process known as saprophytes. So at night it becomes saprophyte. In the day it remains photosynthetic. Okay, so this type of mode of nutrition which is mixed, it is known as mixotroph. Why it is known as mixotroph? Because two methods of nutrition are involved in this activity. Okay, first is photosynthetic and the second is saprophyte. So during daytime, this Euglena it becomes photosynthetic and at night it becomes saprophytic. So this mixed mode of nutrition is known as mixotroph. Okay. Okay, so first example which we are going to discuss in this kingdom Protista, it is amoeba. So amoeba, you all know, amoeba is a unicellular organism which do not have a fixed shape. अमीबा ऐसा सिंगल सेल ऑर्गेनिज्म है जिसका बॉडी शेप फिक्स नहीं है. ओके, यू कैन ड्रॉ दैट अमीबा इन एनी शेप. क्लियर? इट कंटिन्यूअसली चेंजेस इट्स शेप. Okay, second is this amoeba it contains proper nucleus, it contains proper vacuoles. Okay, vacuoles are the round bodies which are present in the cytoplasm of the amoeba. Okay, So student, you can draw this amoeba in any shape. Its shape is not fixed. Okay, it changes its shape continuously. Okay, and basically its habitat is slow moving water. Okay, its habitat is slow moving water and in soil. Okay, you can find these amoeba in slow moving water as well as in soil. Okay, so again I am telling you, whenever you want to draw the shape of amoeba, you can draw it in any shape. Its shape is not fixed, it continuously changes. Now see, this is amoeba, it is a single cell. Okay, here you can see this is the cytoplasm. Okay, cytoplasm, you all know, it is a jelly-like substance which is present inside the body of cell. And in this cytoplasm, you can see here in the center, it is nucleus. Okay, it is having a well-defined nucleus because this nuclear membrane is present. Then you can see here some vacuoles. These are round bodies which are known as vacuoles, and it is food vacuole, means the food is present inside the vacuole. Okay, and the special or the important thing regarding this amoeba is it have some projections on the body. Okay, here you can see these are the projections which are known as pseudopodia. Okay, these projections on the body of amoeba, they are known as pseudopodia. Okay, and the other name for pseudopodia is false feet. फॉल्स फीट मीन्स नकली पैर. ओके, झूठ मूठ के पैर. तो when amoeba develops this pseudopodia, when he finds some food items or prey near to him. Okay, ये अमीबा ये सूडोपोडिया कब डेवलप करता है? जब इसको लगता है कि मेरे पास क्या है, आस पास में क्या है, खाना है या मेरा कोई दुश्मन है. Okay, and other important function of this pseudopodia is it helps in movement or it helps in locomotion. Okay, so this pseudopodia is also the locomotory organ of amoeba. Clear? So this is regarding amoeba. Now see the mode of reproduction. The mode of reproduction in amoeba. Okay, reproduction का क्या मतलब होता है? To produce identical copy. Okay, so reproduction in amoeba is by binary fission. So this binary fission is a method of asexual reproduction. Okay, binary fission, it does not require two parents. Okay, from the single parent, many new individuals are formed. So reproduction, it is a method of production of identical, okay, individuals. And in amoeba, the method of reproduction is asexual. Okay, and asexual का भी कौन सा type है? Binary fission. So binary fission means the parent body will give rise to two individuals. Okay, I will explain the help of diagram. Now students see, binary fission is a method of asexual reproduction in which the parent body give rise to two new daughter cells or two daughter individuals. Okay, there is production of only two individuals. Okay, so this is amoeba, this is nucleus, and this is the cytoplasm. So what happens? This nucleus, okay, it stretches. Okay, the cytoplasm, it also divides, and this nucleus, it splits. Okay, further what happens? Finally, there is a constriction, and the nucleus, they divide into two, okay, nuclei. Then there is development of two daughter individuals or two amoeba. So there is two daughter amoeba. So these are separate. This is first and this is second. So this is known as binary fission in amoeba. Okay. Also, the organisms of this kingdom Protista, they reproduce by another asexual method, which is multiple fission. Okay. So in multiple fission, we will take example of malarial parasite. Okay, malarial parasite, that is Plasmodium. Okay, so Plasmodium, it reproduces by multiple fission. Okay. So what happens in malarial parasite, that is Plasmodium? This is the cell. Inside the cell there is nucleus. Okay, and this cell is surrounded by a hard covering. This cell is surrounded by a hard covering which is known as cyst. Okay, so whenever it comes that defines cyst, what you will write? Cyst is the hard protective covering of the cell. So the main function of this cyst is to protect the cell during unfavorable conditions. Okay, when many unfavorable conditions reach, this cyst, it protects the cell. Okay, then what happens? Slowly, these cells, they starts dividing. Okay, this is the cyst. So there is formation of multiple cells. Okay, and when favorable conditions arise, जब favorable conditions आ जाती है, then what happens? This cyst, the outer covering, the outer protective covering, it breaks. क्या हो जाता है? वो टूट जाती है, and these cells or spores, so they are released into the environment. Okay, and they exist as an independent body. Okay, so in multiple fission, we have taken the example of malarial parasite, that is Plasmodium. Okay, and this is the process, okay, of multiple fission. Okay, so two asexual methods we have discussed. One is binary fission in amoeba, and the second is multiple fission in malarial parasite. Okay. Students, is this clear? Manveer, yes. Manveer, yes. What is your problem? Wait. Repeat your question. Multiple fission. Okay, beta, multiple fission. It is a type of asexual reproduction. Multiple fission means बहुत सारे टुकड़ों में टूटना. Okay, so multiple fission, we are taking example of malarial parasite. We are taking of example of plasmodium, which causes malaria. Okay, so how this multiple fission occurs? Now beta, see what happens. This is malarial parasite cell. Okay, this is the cell, and this cell is surrounded by a hard covering, which is known as cyst. ये सेल है. सेल के चारों तरफ क्या है? एक कवरिंग है, एक हार्ड कवरिंग. वो हार्ड कवरिंग क्या करती है? सेल को प्रोटेक्ट करती है, सेल को बचाती है. ओके, व्हेन ड्यूरिंग अनफेवरेबल कंडीशंस. Okay, unfavorable conditions means when the cell is not getting proper nutrition, when the cell is not getting proper temperature, when the cell is not getting proper pH. Okay, all these are the unfavorable conditions. So during unfavorable conditions, this hard covering, which is known as cyst, it is formed around the cell. Okay. Now what happens inside this cyst? The cell, they divide into many daughter cells. Okay, they form many copies of the cells, and at last, what happens? This cyst, which is the hard covering, it breaks down, and all the cells or all the spores, they are released. Okay, and they develop as a single identity. Okay, or they develop as single individual. क्लियर? सो इससे क्या हुआ? एक सेल से बहुत सारे सेल्स फॉर्म हुए, और वो जितने सेल फॉर्म हुए उन्होंने अपने आप में क्या किया? एक. ओके, एक सेल से क्या हुआ? बहुत सारे सेल्स बने. उसके बाद क्या हुआ? जैसी फेवरेबल कंडीशंस आई, ओके, सिस्ट क्या हुआ? टूट गया. सिस्ट मींस द हार्ड कवरिंग. और जितने भी सेल्स जितने भी सेल्स बने थे सिस्ट के अंदर, वो क्या हुआ? उससे रिलीज हुए, बाहर आ गए, और उन्होंने क्या बनाया? एक नया इंडिविजुअल. सो दिस इज नोन एज मल्टीपल फिशन. इज बाइनरी फिशन एंड मल्टीपल फिशन क्लियर? Yes, reply me in chat box. Okay. Okay, beta. So in the next lecture or in the next class, we will discuss the third kingdom. Okay, that is kingdom fungi. Okay, we are going to discuss third kingdom, that is kingdom fungi, in the next class. So a brief revision of today's class. We have discussed second kingdom, that is kingdom protista. Okay, in this chapter we are mainly focusing on two kingdom classification system and five kingdom classification system. तो आज हमने क्या किया, फाइव किंगडम क्लासिफिकेशन सिस्टम जो कि रॉबर्ट विटेकर ने प्रपोज किया था, उन्होंने दिया था ये, ठीक है। तो इसका सेकंड किंगडम हम क्या कर रहे हैं, वी आर डिस्कसिंग दैट, it is kingdom protista. So already I have told you that this kingdom, it comprises of unicellular eukaryotes, means it comprises of the organisms which are made up of single cell and which have a true nucleus. Okay, second I have told you that their cell organelles, they are surrounded by a membrane. Okay, and third is nucleus is well defined, means the nucleus is surrounded by cell or nuclear envelope. Okay, then mode of nutrition. Beta, mode of nutrition means the method by which they obtain their nutrients or the method by which they obtain their nutrition. अपना खाना वो किस तरह से लेते हैं. In that I have given you example of diatoms. Okay, I have given you example of euglena. I have given you example of amoeba, ant amoeba, physerum. Okay, and also I have told you that during daytime the euglena, it remains photosynthetic, and at night it becomes saprophytic. Saprophytic means it depends on dead organic matter. So this type of nutrition in euglena is known as mixotrophic nutrition. Okay, then we have discussed two organisms of this kingdom. First is amoeba, and then second is we have discussed the example of malarial parasite, that is Plasmodium. Okay, and we have discussed about the method of asexual reproduction, that is binary fission in amoeba and multiple fission in Plasmodium. Okay, in binary fission, two daughter cells are produced or two individuals are produced, and in multiple fission, many individuals or many spores, they are produced. And these spores, when they get favorable conditions, when they germinate, they give rise to new individuals. Okay, so this was regarding this kingdom protista, and in the next class we will go through kingdom fungi. Now if you have any query regarding this kingdom protista, you can ask.